I just finished upgrading my Prusa 3.9 to a 3.9S. So MK 3.9 to MK 3.9S. I've gone through all the calibrations and I have everything working except XY, what's that say? XY axis test. So here's what happens if I do an XY axis test. We'll just move everything over here. So we're in the left corner, more or less. Rotate down to that. Hit enter. It says please wait. Raises the Z offset, or the Z position. Brings it back down about most of the way. And then it starts jittering the tool head to the right. Just waving back and forth, slowly going to the right. Now, when I did this upgrade, I did not unplug anything on the buddy board. Oh, that's interesting. This time it's doing something a little different. Last few times it would just keep going until it ran into the right-hand side of the printer and just chunk like crazy. This time it's not doing that. It just sort of stopped in the middle. But as you can see, X and Y still failed. And it says the test has failed. Could have been caused by a wrong configuration. And it told me that I need to ask me if I want to revise my printer configuration. So we'll say yes. Now I've got the printer set to MK 3.9S. We could try setting it to back to MK4. Let's see, what do we got here? 3.9. We'll set it back to 3.9. There's 3.9S, MK4, MK4S. So let's try MK 3.9 out of curiosity. And we'll go down here to done. You wish to retry the failed self-test? Yes. Now, I hadn't considered. Here we go. See, we're back to this. Just back and forth a little bit like this. Eventually, right now, it's just going to crash into the right-hand side of the printer. Like that. And it's going to clunk. There it goes. It's going to do that a few times. It's going to give up, and it's going to start doing Y again. And as you can see, Y is now crashing. I wasn't doing any of this before I upgraded. And the only change I made was to take out the old board for the Wi-Fi off the back of the printer and install the new one. And install the, I don't know what that thing is, the RFID doohickey. I don't know if it's RFID or not. So we're going to hit adjust again. So obviously that doesn't work. Let's try MK4S. I have nothing to lose, right? I can't move this, so we're going to go ahead and hit yes. Let's see what happens now. Now see, we're still doing the same thing. Oh, wait a minute. That time it clanged into it and came back. So does this mean I need to go back to my slicer after all of this and tell my slicer it's an MK4S? I don't know. I have to admit, I'm a little confused by all this. I didn't change any of the other electronics. It shouldn't suddenly be doing this. Okay, let's see what happens with Y. Well, there goes Y. Huh. I have to admit, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. I did not upgrade the firmware when it asked me to in the instructions. I put the firmware on the thumb drive, loaded it in there, but it told me that my firmware was already up to date and didn't change anything. So we'll see what happens now. No, it still failed. So let's try again. I mean, it got further. It didn't get that far before. Let's go back to 3.9S. Hit done. Run it again and see if it breaks again. Oh, see, now we're doing this again. So, I don't know. This is very strange behavior. I don't like it. With that. Yeah, see, we're at it again. I don't think it's going to bother to go back. No, it's going to fail. So we'll let that finish. I don't know what to do about this. Haven't found anything online about it. I didn't change anything electronic other than adding the new communications board. Let's go back to this. This is what we started with. I mean, could this be a firmware issue? But if it was, why didn't it show up before? I mean, this thing didn't actually upgrade the firmware as far as I can tell. I'd have to look to see what version it is, but it's the current version that's on their website as of, what, January the 20th, 2025. I did redo the hot end for instructions. Nothing electronic involved there. I mean, other than plugging in new fans and such. Besides, whatever's going on had nothing to do with that. That's not even the same circuitry. So yeah, I give up. Maybe I'm gonna have to downgrade. I wonder if I can downgrade the firmware. I'll have to contact their support, I guess, and find out what's going on.